Picture this, a bustling lab at Harvard Medical School where a scientist in his 50s moves with the energy of a 20-year-old. His name is Dr. David Sinclair, a professor of genetics who's not just studying aging. He's living proof you can slow it down. I'm healthier now than I've ever been, he says, his eyes sparkling with conviction. At 54, his blood markers, testosterone, glucose, inflammation, are better than most young adults. How did he do it? Let me take you on a journey through Dr. Sinclair's life, from a curious researcher to a man who's cracked the code to longevity, sharing 5 simple yet powerful secrets that could change your life too. The spark of discovery. Back in 2013, Dr. Sinclair was 44, already a respected name in genetics. But he wasn't satisfied with just studying aging in petri dishes. He wanted to live the science. I looked at my blood chemistry then, he recalls, and I wasn't where I wanted to be. Fast forward to today, and he's transformed. His skin glows, his energy soars, and his body feels younger than ever. What changed? A radical shift in how he eats, moves, and lives, all grounded in decades of research. Aging isn't inevitable, he says. It's like software corruption in your body. You can slow it, even reboot it. This isn't sci-fi, it's science, and Dr. Sinclair's life is the proof. As a kid in Australia, David was fascinated by why we age. That curiosity led him to Harvard, where he spent years unraveling the mysteries of longevity. His book, Lifespan, became a bestseller, but it's his personal transformation that grabs attention. I'm not just talking about living longer, he says. I'm talking about feeling amazing while you do it. Ready to hear how? Let's dive into his 5 secrets, starting with how he keeps his body strong. Exercise. Lose your breath. Gain your youth. Dr. Sinclair's first secret is exercise, but not the grueling kind you might expect. 3 times a week I lose my breath, he says with a grin. That's it. He's talking about moving fast enough that you can't chat easily. Think a brisk running, a spin class, or even dancing like nobody's watching. You want to get hypoxic, low on oxygen, he explains. It stresses your body in a good way, like a workout for your cells. Why does this matter? When you push your body, it responds by building muscle, improving blood flow, and releasing chemicals that slow aging. It's like hitting a reset button, he says. Studies back him up. Just 10 minutes of breathless exercise 3 times a week can slash disease risk by 30%. Dr. Sinclair's routine is simple. Maybe a treadmill sprint or a bike ride, but the impact is huge. I feel stronger now than I did in my 30s, he admits. His advice, find something fun, push yourself to pant, and watch your body thank you. Eat less often, live longer. Now let's talk about Dr. Sinclair's most game-changing habit, eating less often. It's not just what you eat, he says, leaning forward. It's when you eat. Forget 3 meals a day plus snacks. That constant munching speeds up aging. Instead, Dr. Sinclair practices intermittent fasting, eating within a 6-hour window, usually just dinner. I skip breakfast and lunch most days, he says. It's not as hard as it sounds. The science is fascinating. When you fast for 16-20 hours, your body turns on genes called sirtuins, which Dr. Sinclair discovered. These genes act like bodyguards, protecting against aging and diseases like diabetes, cancer, and even Alzheimer's. Fasting also triggers autophagy, a deep cleaning process where your cells recycle old proteins. It's like spring cleaning for your body, he says. After a few weeks, his liver learned to make glucose steadily, banishing hunger and keeping his energy rock solid. Starting out, he had a trick. Fill up on fluids, coffee, tea, hot water. It kills hunger. A handful of nuts helps too. Give it 2 weeks, he urges. Your body adapts and you'll feel sharper than ever. Our Sinclair's 1 meal a day habit isn't just about discipline. It's about giving his body a break to rebuild, and the results speak for themselves. Stress plants, the food of longevity. When Dr. Sinclair does eat, his plate is a rainbow of plants. I went almost completely plant-based, he says, and my body loves it. His skin's clearer, his memory's sharper, and his energy's through the roof. But not just any plants. He chooses stress plants, packed with polyphenols, molecules that signal stress in plants, but boost health in humans. It's called xenohormesis, he explains. Plants under stress make compounds that turn on our longevity genes. Think bright red berries, purple grapes, dark green spinach, and olives. The more colorful the better, he says. His mornings often start with matcha tea, a polyphenol powerhouse with anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. For dinner, he might toss spinach with olive oil, rich in oleic acid, another sirtuin activator. Look at long-living cultures, he says. They eat small portions, mostly plants, and they thrive. Before going fully vegan, Dr. Sinclair followed the Mediterranean and Okinawan diets, heavy on veggies, soy, and a little fish. Those are great starting points, he says. You don't have to go all in overnight. His lab even showed that mice fed polyphenols ran farther and stayed healthier, like they'd been exercising. Eat stressed plants, he laughs, so you don't have to stress yourself. Supplements to boost longevity. Dr. Sinclair's next secret is supplements, but he's quick to clarify. I don't sell anything, and I'm not endorsing brands. I'm just sharing what I do. He takes 3 daily, resveratrol, NMN, and metformin. These aren't magic pills, he says. They're tools to support my body. Resveratrol, found in red wine and grapes, activates sirtuins. I sprinkle a gram into yogurt, he says. NMN, a form of vitamin B3, boosts NAD, a molecule that fuels sirtuins, but declines with age. NAD levels drop as we get older, he explains. NMN brings them back to my 20s. Early Harvard trials show NMN may lower cholesterol and blood pressure. Metformin, a diabetes drug, is more controversial but promising. People on metformin live longer, even without diabetes, he says. It protects against heart disease, frailty, and Alzheimer's. He's cautious, though. Talk to your doctor first, he urges. This is what works for me, but it's not for everyone. His supplement routine is a science experiment on himself, backed by years of research and a commitment to staying youthful. What to avoid for a long life? Finally, Dr. Sinclair is strict about what he doesn't eat. First up, sugar. It's a killer, he says bluntly. High glucose caramelizes proteins, fuels cancer cells, and spikes hunger. Your liver can make its own sugar, he explains. After 2 weeks of cutting sugar, you won't miss it. He avoids fruit juice and limits fruit, sticking to low-sugar berries. If he craves sweetness, he uses stevia or monk fruit. Next, he ditched bread and carbs. I used to live on toast, he admits, but it spiked my glucose, then crashed it, leaving me hungry and foggy. Cutting carbs stabilized his energy and sharpened his focus. Meat was another casualty. I love steak, he sighs, but plants give better longevity, bang for your buck. Meats, fats, and proteins overstimulate mTOR, a pathway that can accelerate aging. Now he might have fish occasionally for omega-3s, but plants rule his plate. Dairy went too. I wasn't allergic, but cutting it improved my cholesterol and triglycerides, he says. Less protein meant his mTOR pathway kicked into longevity mode. Finally, he limits alcohol. Daily drinking isn't great, he says. If he indulges, it's Pinot Noir, high in resveratrol. Choose stressed grapes, he winks. A life transformed. Dr. Sinclair's journey isn't just about science. It's about feeling alive. I wish I'd done this in my 20s, he says. I've never been so focused, so free of brain fog. His story is a wake-up call. You don't have to accept aging as a downhill slide. With simple changes, moving more, eating less often, choosing plants, considering supplements, and avoiding sugar, you can rewrite your future. I'm not promising you'll live forever, he says with a smile, but I'm proof you can feel younger, stronger, and happier at any age. His blood tests don't lie, and neither does his energy. At 54, he's living the American dream of vitality, proving that science and discipline can turn back the clock. Join the Vitality Over 60 community today. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Vitality Over 60, for weekly videos bursting with science-backed tips to help you age gracefully and thrive at any age. From diet hacks to exercise tricks, we're here to empower you with practical advice and inspiring stories like Dr. Sinclair's. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, Our channel is your go-to for living your best life. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join thousands of Americans chasing health and happiness. Share your favorite tip from Dr. Sinclair in the comments, and let's build a community that celebrates every year as a chance to shine. Subscribe now and start your journey to a youthful, vibrant you.